This is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, coming to you live from Boca Raton, and you're listening to the Awesome 80s podcast with Michael and Lawrence. Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
Go get her, Ray.
Two dogs.
Don't fuck with the babysitter.
Sprocket, old boy, what are you barking at? What do you see?
Nerds.
Nerds. I'm Batman.
Now that's a real badge. I'm a real cop, and this is a real fucking gun.
You've got a knife.
Knife? That's a knife.
What's happened? Hot stuff.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Awesome 80s podcast. This is Michael.
This is Lawrence. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Just loving life.
That's great. Can you see me? Am I on the screen?
I can see you. Can you see me?
I can see you. You look beautiful.
Thanks. I got my paint shirt on.
Oh, that's nice. I got my headset on.
You look good.
Thanks. I just like to wear a headset. I brought several headsets, actually.
Good.
Reach in my pocket. I got this headset. I got all sorts of headsets. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Awesome. I just volunteered kind of at a woman's a charity event. They asked me to be a blackjack dealer, but I had this obligation. So I filled in as a poker dealer. Briefly, I also played poker. Now, if you got 3 6s with, straight 5-card, 5-card draw, you go all in, right? That's 3 6s. That's a sign of the beast.
So nothing's wild?
Nothing's wild. 3 7s. I got beat by 3 damn 7s. Yeah. So thanks for that, Becca. You know who you are. Also, a shout out to Haley. I promised Haley I'd give her a shout out. Hi, Haley. I hope I did that before.
How many people were playing?
At the table that I was at, 5.
Okay. Well, I think it was a good idea then.
And the dealer was my father. So
Thanks, Dad. I love you, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Obama. So how are you? It's been a little while, it seems.
Yeah, we're on vacation.
Yeah, happy birthday. Did you see that I sang happy birthday to you? Did you see that video?
Oh, thank you.
Did you watch it?
I don't think so.
Why not? Why didn't you watch it?
I just skimmed it. I definitely skimmed it.
Were you looking for me saying "fuck Michael"? Because I didn't. I said "Happy birthday, Michael."
And here's a video of my dick.
There's still a birthday cake in the spare bedroom. I haven't been here for a week, so I don't know if that girl's still alive. And I don't really know. It doesn't smell in here. I mean, the hallway smells like Otto's jacket, but in the actual studio, there's no odor, So I mean, I assume everything's okay.
Thanks, Mike H, for letting us 50% of our podcast record in your apartment.
Yeah, thanks, Mike H. He's not here. He seemed kind of pissy today. He might be mad at me. People just, I don't know what I did. I really don't. I really don't. MF Jones is here. He's not mad at me. Right? Okay, we're good. I just have to check in. Shout out to sometimes co-host, future co-host coming up next month, Bobby Joe. She's feeling a little under the weather today, so just want to give her a big shout out. What up, Bobby Joe? We started on time. So, I mean, what's going on in your world? Let's wrap.
We're both big fans of Bobby Joe. We both are pretty excited about it.
Huge fans of Bobby Joe. She had a fan club. I'd be the second member.
Well, I'm working on my foul poles right now. I've almost got them all the way up. I got everything. I got the walls painted. I got yellow all over the place. I got yellow paint on the baby. Delaney was upset, but whatever.
You can't paint the lady baby yellow.
I had it on my hand. I picked up the baby, and I just got this oil-based paint all over the baby.
Yeah, you got to think about these things.
I was trying to watch the baby and build a wiffle ball field at the same time.
I understand. Hey, you know what? Your wife is getting some fan mail. Did you see that?
What did it say?
Did you not read it?
I remember we got someone right after the baby, but I don't think I've read any.
Oh, no. This is this week. It actually reminded me of fan mail we got about 3 or 4 years ago, which is weird because it said almost the exact same thing. It said basically, Michael, when is your wife coming back on? I love her, or something to that effect.
I don't think. When's the last time she was on?
Oh, it's been about 3 to 4 years, and she had a fan. What was that fan's name?
I can't remember.
Jamie, and now she has a fan named George. So it's weird that she hasn't been on in so many years, but yet George is clamoring for her. Hey, what's your address? I want to send you something. Just give it out.
Oh, BT Dubs. We got the hold on. I'm going to show the stickers on the video. These are the stickers, Glenn.
Ooh, I like that logo.
Apparently our producer doesn't like the logo, but we can change it. We can. We can't change it for the stickers, but we can change it for the website. I thought I sent it out to everybody, but apparently.
Oh no, you did. You did.
Okay.
That message was delivered.
If you did want stickers, just email us hosts@theawesomeadies.com.
I sent you our friend Cass's address. Did you get that?
Yeah, we'll get those out. I got the stamps. I got the envelope. We should have everything out. So, well, you do. Matter of days, you have your stickers in the mail. I was also thinking about buttons. Yes or no?
This is off-air conversation.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
You don't just show everything you got.
Okay.
You keep those titties under wraps for a little while.
Sometimes the videos I get from you, you don't keep everything under wraps.
Well, it's between me and you. I think our producer's to the part where you talk about your logo.
Okay.
Yeah, he is. See, the problem with this headphone is my face is beautiful, and I feel like maybe 12% of my face is being taken up by this thing.
Well, maybe we should do like the one that's like people on Broadway have. They've got the one like that's in their hair, like you can barely tell. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you want to go Madonna on this bitch?
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Okay, we'll talk about it. So, I mentioned in this little video that I made that you apparently did not watch. That's fine. I watch everything you do. I mentioned that I was just started this series called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll with Dennis Leary. Have you watched any of it?
No, I've seen the trailer, but that's about it.
I like it. I mean, the third episode's airing as we speak.
Well, it seems like after Rescue Me, he's like, well, what else am I passionate about? I'm passionate about, well, I used to be super passionate about drugs, but apparently it's not socially acceptable anymore. But he's also passionate about rock and roll. So it seems like he wrote himself apart in something he really likes to do. Yeah, well, this morning I was listening to another show I like to listen to, and they basically tore apart the whole premise and why it's not factually possible even. And they were right, but that's fine. I still enjoy it. I still like it. I still love it. I want some more of it. If you're entertained, you're entertained. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? So, what are we doing today?
I think we're going to take we're going to visit a Tom Hanks movie. How many Tom Hanks movies have we done? 5? 6.
That's all?
We did Big. We did The Volunteers. We did Dragnet. Burbs. What else? What else has he done? What else have we done with his? Oh, Punchline. What else is there?
Well, under your premise, this is it, right? 6?
Yeah.
Did you already name this one?
Which one? No, Money Pit.
So, in your premise, this is our 6th.
I think so.
And you're not leaving anything out. I'm just asking a question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Was there one that I don't like, and then you're like?
Well, we did Splash, right?
No, we haven't done Splash.
We haven't done Splash. Did you say Bachelor Party?
Oh, we haven't done Bachelor. We have done.
We did do Bachelor Party. Wedding number 1. So we still have Splash. The Man with One Red Shoe. You don't like that?
No, it's kind of boring.
Did you name Turner and Hooch?
Oh, we have recently done Turner and Hooch with the unhappy ending.
Yeah. So this would be. Let's keep track. We got Bachelor Party. That's 1. We got Volunteers. That's 2. We got The Money Pit. That's 3. We got Dragnet. That's 4. We got Big. That's 5. We got Punchline. That's 6. We got The Burbs. That's 7. We got Turner and Hooch. That is 8, my friend. 8 Tom Hanks movies we've done.
And this week we'll be doing
The Money Pit. I already counted that one. So what's left on our Tom Hanks bandwagon? You don't like The Man with One Red Shoe, right?
The Money Pit. The Money Pit. The Money Pit. Well, apparently the queue didn't. That's okay. You know what? I'm sure the next one will queue up perfectly.
So, do you have it set to what words that you say?
No, I just push a button.
Button's not working.
Well, I pushed the button. It's playing, but maybe it's muted somehow. Oh yes.
Oh.
I figured it out.
You seem to have it down.
I got it.
They've got
You're
what
very
it's
professional.
going to take. Everything they
I can't wait till we get on NPR.
coming this Christmas from Universal Pictures.
They say coming this Christmas to
It was a
Universal,
Christmas movie, huh?
but apparently it didn't come out to the next spring. I guess.
Well, you know, best
happen.
laid plans. So, why don't you like The Man with One Red Shoe?
Maybe as a child I didn't enjoy it. Maybe as an adult, maybe I could revisit it and I'll enjoy it better.
Maybe, I mean, I'm not vouching for it. I was just asking.
It had a lot of adult themes. It was very like spy oriented, kind of goofy.
Sounds like your kind of movie now. So, Splash, The Man with One Red Shoe. What about Nothing in Common?
I don't think so.
I don't
It's
think so either.
technically
I mean, if we're doing Nothing in Common, folks, we're done.
it's our second to last show. That's what.
Joe vs. Volcano, we could technically do.
I've been thinking about this the other day. Like basically the 80s movies that we love are like 84 to like 92. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even though it's 1992, it's still an 80s movie. Do you know what I'm saying?
In the wheelhouse. In the wheelhouse. So let's talk about it. Tell me what you love about The Money Pit.
The biggest thing that I love is the workmen. I think every single person working on that house is in their own play. Like they've got the camera around them, but they're still performing to whoever, and whoever sees them. They're very straightforward. They're doing their work, but they're always just very that character. And their biggest machismo, I gotta see tits. I want to see this. I'm going to be gross. I'm going to be disgusting. And everyone who's a workman is playing the best disgusting workman that they possibly can.
Real quick.
Yes.
Breaking interruption. I also want to say hi to someone out there.
Okay.
And this person has things I love, like STYLE style. Hello,
Okay.
Jake.
Okay.
You know what else I like? I like it when a journeyman catcher knows how to take a walk with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. And that's, to me, what this movie symbolizes. This movie is about some journeyman actors like Joe Mantegna. And he knows he doesn't have to steal the show. He just has to do his part. He just has to take a 3-2 pitch that's just enough outside that he can get a ball for and make it first and second with Chris Bryant up. That's the kind of movie this is.
His first game back, I think.
Who's first game back?
Well, he was hurt.
Who? David Ross?
Oh, I was thinking about Montero. He's not back yet.
No. I was saying Joe Mantegna. I was trying to relate it to the damn movie. I was trying to make a metaphor. It was a freaking metaphor.
Oh, what are you doing on the 21st of August?
I don't know. What day is it?
Friday, but it'd be in the evening. I was going to have like a soft opening for the football field then.
Oh, well, of course I want to come to that. I thought we were going to go to a Cub game or something. Oh, real quick shout out to Casey for offering me a Cub ticket last Sunday. I was said I couldn't go, but then I saw the game and I was happy I didn't go. But anyway, Superfan Casey, I think you're awesome. So, this movie, you love the workers. Let's talk about it. It starts out in Rio de Janeiro. Did you remember that?
I've watched this movie 3 times in the last week and a half.
Well, I'm saying the first time you watched it.
I did not remember this at all. I've come up with a personal theory that he had to have been one of the producers or something, like the guy in charge of international distribution or something. Like there's a bumper in the beginning and the end of this movie that do not need to be there at all.
There's no reason these are in there. I mean, these being in there is like pitching the Chris Bryant with a 2-1 count and throwing it just too low and inside. That's how useless these two scenes in this movie are.
But it ends up being Tom Hanks's character's dad and Tom Hanks's new mom getting married in Rio de Janeiro, and he embezzled, was it $2.9 million or something?
Does it matter?
The law firm that Tom Hanks works for. He's not one of those environmental lawyers. Tom Hanks is an entertainment lawyer. We're to find out.
Basically, this scene enrages me like a ball that should have been called ball 4 because it was so low that Joe Madden starts yelling from the dugout at the umpire. That's how much the fact that this scene is included in this movie enrages me. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So, yeah, there's no reason that this scene is in the movie, but it is. And they try to. I think they strain throughout the movie to tie it back, like to make that scene count, because they randomly will bring up his dad, and it's just like, oh yeah, his dad was in the first scene, but it didn't make any sense. Why is his dad in this movie?
There's 3 or 4 shots where they're talking. I mean, in the very beginning where they're talking about the dad, but they just show like her hands and his hands. They don't even have shots of them talking. They could have been anybody's hands. So it's like,
this is an afterthought.
Yeah, we definitely need.
I like your theory that this is somebody who they needed to put into a movie for some reason. So now we're in a bed. We got a couple, Tom Hanks, Shelley Long. I mean, both of them people I would have wanted to be in a bed with in 1986.
I just want to cuddle.
You know, Tom Hanks wants to get married, and she doesn't. She's very afraid of commitment.
She's been married before.
Yeah, to Maestro.
Also known as the brother of the ho 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 guy from Die Hard.
Also, not the late 90s WCW character, the Maestro, because that was a great idea to have a wrestler who was in fact a Maestro. I don't know why that company failed.
He kind of has like a star opening, like when he gets, like
Well, let's talk about it. They're in the bed. They're talking about commitment. Yakov bursts into the bedroom. He kicks Shelley.
What are you doing in that bed? What a country.
What a country. A man can lie with a woman. In Russia, you lie with your man, you lie with your sister. What a country. So
as far as Branson goes, I went down a few wormholes with this film on YouTube. Is there anything else to see besides Yakov Smirnoff in Branson?
He's really not there anymore.
He's not there anymore?
Not really.
All right. Well, when am I supposed to spend my quality time with Yakov Smirnoff?
Well, he's teaching 2 psych classes for 2 different universities online.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He just spent a month in touring India and in various countries in that area. I mean, I talked to him. He's still not come. Hasn't come on our podcast yet.
He totally seems like a dude from former communist Russia that got his doctorate because education was free.
He's super nice guy. He's a professor in psychology.
Okay.
Very willing to talk online. Not so much on the podcast. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Yaka. So he bursts into the bedroom. They kick Shelley Long out of the apartment. I
kind of felt like she knew this was coming. Like she felt like.
Even Tom Hanks said that later on that they knew it was coming, but they just didn't know. So the Maestro is back from Europe. He wants his place back. So Shelley Long, she goes to. They're gonna talk later. They're gonna figure out what they're gonna do. Shelley Long, she goes and plays with the orchestra that he's the maestro of. He's a dick.
Well, he makes this like entrance, like he makes this grand entrance because they've talked him up the whole movie until he gets to the conduction part. When he gets to, they're actually practicing in their orchestra. Like he takes his jacket off, he just throws it into the stand, like in the seats. He takes his top off, takes his vest off, and he's like, grand entrance. Yes, the maestro's here.
Meanwhile, Tom Hanks is going to go talk to his realtor friend Jack. Jack has his 7th heart attack in 5 months while running around the track. Fat Jack tries to overdo it. Just a little.
Well, you sign up for this exercise routine, and you're just, you know what? I'll do it all in one day. I'll do.
Well, it's the 80s. It's a fast-paced society, you want to do everything you can at once.
It seems like his exercise style seemed very much like Bill Clinton's early exercise style. Can we run to that Burger King and get some Burger King and run back? Like that kind of situation.
So, Jack does tell Tom Hanks about $1 million house he can buy for $200,000.
It's a steal.
Yes, so he lets him know. That's a great deal.
I think I misremembered this movie because I thought it was almost like a haunted honeymoon situation where they like got married or they went on a trip together and they were in a situation where they almost were forced to buy this house, but they didn't have to buy this.
Yeah, I thought they were married too, but maybe that was just our good old 80s values.
You know what? You can't be in bed together unless you're married.
Right. So, the maestro at this time is also taking out his ex-wife, Diane Chambers, to lunch, and he tries to get her back.
He's so like super Euro trash. Like you love to hate this guy. Come on, you want to be with me. He doesn't even play an instrument.
Hey, come on, you want to play with my fiddle. I mean my penis. So at this point, it's once again covered that Tom Hanks' father's a thief. Once again, this has nothing to do with the story. It's the stupidest thing ever. We're gonna miss it. Then we're in the apartment. Now Tom Hanks is a therapist, briefly covered. There's a lot of things that are briefly covered in this movie.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is with a band of cross-dressing gentlemen, which in 1985-86 was not, the norm in a movie, but now it's in vogue.
Maybe
I don't know what that was.
Maybe it's like a throwback to Bosom Buddies. Like, if I could be in a scene with people dressing up like women, I'm all for it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, you know what? Good call. Good call. It's a band. They want to be called Meryl Streep.
That is so awesome.
Which I thought was awesome because Meryl Streep in the 80s was not Meryl Streep of today.
Also, I've seen this 3 times in the last week. I was just thinking.
Week and a half, your story's changing.
Yeah, whatever. I was like, I think this is a real band. Like, or real like performance art group or something in New York City. Like, we're going to get those people to be in our movie. Like, there had to have been some kind of story around those people.
I remember the first time that our buddy Dre showed me a video, and we're talking 10 years ago at least, online of the band Mandana.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the videos of Mandana?
Yeah, it's like Madonna, but it's a dude cover group.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You go all out. You commit to that part, and they commit.
They commit. Actually, MH.
Mandana.
MH once tried out for Mandana. If he were here, I'd love for him to do his like a virgin routine for the camera, but he's not.
He always kills it at karaoke. So
kills it. His like a virgin is incredible. So they go look at this house. They take a ride out into the country. It's only like 45 minutes, I think. There's a train right there. It's incredible.
It looks like a movie star house. It is fantastic.
It's an amazing house. They don't even need to see it in the light. There's an issue with the electricity. She's trying to save money.
And don't use that bathroom. It's got my private things in it.
Well, yeah. You don't want to use someone's bathroom if it's got their private things. But anyway, they don't need to see it in the daylight. She's even going to throw in the old Lincoln.
That Lincoln is nice.
So her husband, Carlos, now he was Hitler's pool man, which is why she needs to sell the house.
Yes.
Way to bring in the Nazis into a movie that had no necessity to have Nazis involved, right?
The lady that plays the lady they buy the house from, she's the old lady who's with Wilford Brimley in Cocoon. She plays the partner to Wilford.
Hey, did you know that Wilford Brimley was the same age when he made Cocoon as Tom Hanks is now?
That's
Or not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
that's insane.
Have I mentioned this before? I keep seeing this pop up on my Facebook.
I've seen it all over the place too. But he's he's got good genes. That Tom Cruise, he takes care of himself. Obviously, he low fat, high protein, low sugar. He does.
Did you know that Tom Cruise is a Scientologist?
I thought he was getting out of Scientology.
Well, that's the rumor. I read this fascinating article today about Star Trek Next Generation, and Gene Roddenberry, Roddenberry, whatever, the guy who created Star Trek, he tried to kill it. William Shatner just made a documentary about it, and he tried to kill the Star Trek Next Generation. It wouldn't be made, but apparently he was telling a lot of the producers on set that him and L. Ron Hubbard were best friends, and he's like, if I would have made it, I could have made a religion that was like way more followers than L. Ron Hubbard's religion. He goes, all the science fiction writers could have done this, and he would brag all the time that his religion would have been better than L. Ron Hubbard's.
I remember, what the hell's the name of that book?
Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. Pick up your copy today, wherever paperbacks are sold. Supermarket checkout line, because that's where they all are.
I remember Nickelodeon. They'd have commercials for anime, and they'd have commercials commercials for that pen with the Bill Cosby art pen, and they'd have.
We got to talk about him.
And they have commercials for Dianetics. I'm like, I'm 7 years old. Watching Danger Mouse. Why are you having a commercial for Dianetics?
It's because the only people would accept him.
We're going to start with 7-year-olds.
So, hey, little trouble for your friend Hulk Hogan, huh?
Poor Hulk Hogan. How about that guy?
It happens.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like best friends with Mr. T. I mean, maybe if Mr. T goes out and he leaves for him everywhere.
Oh, I'm not racist. I'm friends with one of them.
Well, whatever.
So, this house is crazy. Good.
God damn it. That's not cool, Glenn.
That's really cool.
It wasn't a picture of your dick you just sent me, but it was still something.
It was not a picture of my.
Sometimes during the podcast we send each other different things via text message.
Sometimes I just like to have fun. Here, it's not there because I don't want to send it to our producer because he's right here. But I'm just gonna
there's super awful things that you're like, hey, should we put that on the Facebook? Like, dude, you can't put that on Facebook.
I don't put these kind of things on the Facebook. MF Jones is just shaking his head at me. So, this house is crazy good. He's got to go get a loan, though. No. So, who does he talk to get a loan?
He's ready to get a loan. He is ready to get a loan.
So, who's he going to talk to?
It's a house I want to buy.
Let's just cut to the chase, okay? What do you want?
I want you to loan me $200,000 in cash.
No.
Betty!
You shout at me?
I shout at you. I need that money and you are going to loan it to me.
I will not.
You will.
No.
Yes, you will. I saved you 10 times that in taxes last year.
So what?
Benny, if you don't loan me that money,
You what, huh? You what?
I'll not like you anymore.
You can tell that he knows how to play this child. He's this child musician. His #1 album in the world. This is and it's super dark. You can tell they're doing like a commentary of like other, entertainment lawyers. Like they have the mother of the artist cleaning the floor and picking up cigarette butts off the floor because of this little 12-year-old piece of shit kid. And he's like, you know what? I know how to get to this kid. I won't be your friend anymore because obviously this kid has no friends.
So life with Mikey.
Yeah, so he just I'm going to get $200,000 out of this kid. So that he gets his money, and then she eventually she sells his art, or she sells the maestro's art, or she's got her own money, and they put in they pool their money together.
No, at first I came up with the whole $200,000.
Okay.
They talked about her doing it, but it did not happen.
Because I think in the divorce between her and the maestro that she was entitled to certain things, and she is yet to. She had. I mean, she could have sold stuff, but she wanted to hang on to it for a while.
Well, yeah, I don't think it ever really came up. I think. I mean, they talked about it, but it never really happened.
Mm-hmm.
So they get some estimates. We're on our way. They buy the house, and then right away the bed sinks in.
You know, it is just a bed. Oh well. You know what? All the old houses have a thing. This is their thing for this old house. Oh, also, especially like in the 80s, this old house was a thing. And Bob Vila. And it feels like sometimes, I mean, to the lesser man, this could be a comedy version of this old house, just because, and especially like you'd hear all these horror stories about people being in small claims court with Bob Vila because he'd give them one price and it'd be a totally different price. But
I didn't hear those horror stories.
You didn't hear about these stories? But anyway.
I just heard Bob Vila was going down.
You know how Mr. Belvedere has a large ballsack? It's proportional for Bob Vila.
Okay. So, tell me what's going on. Like, where are we at now?
There's we've got rain coming in. They've got problems with the gas in the house. They've got little things they want to do. They're trying to do little things to get the house a little bit better, stuff that they know they can do, like fix the front door, fix the handle of the front door, and all of a sudden the front door falls off of the house. There's a part of when he goes upstairs to try to help her because there's a raccoon situation, but then we have
The hell was that?
a problem.
All I did
with
was
the
turn on the
stairs.
water.
That's all? What was that?
Nothing, dear.
Honey, you're on my fingers.
Oh.
This is definitely like a throwback to the slapstick kind of comedies that we had, like in the 30s and 40s. Like it's just a whole bunch of Tom Hanks falling down and going boom. And some of it, you're like, that is somebody really falling. You're like, is that Tom Hanks' brother? Like, they just make Tom Hanks run across America in Forrest Gump, and they can have Tom Hanks' brother fall from the second story onto the hardwood floor. Hello.
Yeah, keep talking.
Great. I thought it was and continually throughout the film, or at least at this point, Tom Hanks has to go outside to piss every time he has to go piss. It's just, toilet doesn't work, the tub doesn't work. One of my other favorite parts of the movie is when he's when they're trying to fill up the tub. Like, well, we can bring water up to the tub, and we'll just do that then. And the tub just falls right through the floor, and he just nervously laughs. And then I guess maybe people get mad about Tom Hanks for not being 80s Tom Hanks. What? Maybe Bob Dylan, he'll never do another folk tour. He'll never just do his acoustic set throughout America. And Tom Hanks will never go back and be the 80s wimpy guy and be that character ever again.
I think that his physical comedy of the movie was awesome.
Just the way his body moves, the way he sells each joke, it's very theatrical, very over the top, but it sells the movie. I mean, if he wasn't, who else do you think could play this in the 80s? Who do you think?
Well, this is kind of almost like a John Candy role.
A Don Amici role?
John Candy.
Oh, wow. You're right. Like this could be, this could be like a situation where we do, it could be John Candy, but he does his own thing. They did start together in Splash.
Well, they're brothers.
They're brothers in Splash. And another thing that I thought was pretty hilarious, because they're trying to get a series of contractors to come in. They're trying to get a series of architects to come in, and he reattaches the door, and it's totally at an angle, like it's literally hanging by one nail. And the one contractor goes in, he's like, fuck this? It's like he walks in, gets his drink, and walks directly straight back out. He's like, I drank the scotch and I'm leaving. And he's like, I'm not doing this. Like, to the skilled eye, they know that this place is shitty and there's no way they're going to do it. And another thing, when he's upstairs working on other stuff, another contractor comes in. And this is when we have our friend.
You're cute when you're mad.
I'm serious. Get away from me.
Hey!
Stop it!
Hey, let go of her! That's my wife! Oh, yeah? Well, I'm sorry. She didn't say nothing about being married. I just thought she was good-looking wool.
This animal attacked me. I didn't say anything about anything.
Look, I don't want to cause trouble. If I came on a little strong, I'm sorry, okay?
No, it's not okay.
Just get out of here.
Well, okay, if that's what you want.
I think we should call the police.
Hey, let's not get nuts here.
Who are you, anyway?
Art Shirk. I'm the carpenter. I think we spoke on the phone.
You're the carpenter?
Yeah, well, I guess I'll be going.
Oh, wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Maybe we could clear this up.
Clear this up? What are you doing? He tried.
I know, but he's supposed to be a really good carpenter.
He tried to attack me.
Well, he just thought you were a good-looking wool, an attractive woman. He didn't know who you were.
Just some good-looking wool, Glenn.
That's all you need.
They've got shit broken all over the house. Wiring's all messed up. I mean, other theories further on as we get going, but it feels like that they definitely were taken advantage of. At some point, they go, you know what? This is a money pit. We've taken out all these loans, and now it sucks.
You know, what are they supposed to do?
What the hell are they supposed to do? The biggest set piece in this movie is when they've got the full construction crew in the house. They wake up. They've both become acclimated to what it's like to have a house being worked on.
Well, it's very. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever been through a process like this?
No, but you can definitely tell that it's super sucky for these people. I'd like to work on my house. I'd like to close off the garage, have more. I need a room to play with my GI Joes. This is ridiculous. How can I have a baby and not have a room to play my GI Joes in? This is ridiculous.
You were describe the cabin together that I had.
Oh wow. Oh, we had a living space at the college house we rented. There was like a carpeted area, which was nice, and then like a desk area, which was also nice. You could, Mr. Cotney could put his 1996 Apple computer there. But there was also like intricate like china cabinets, like grandma's china cabinets, probably like from the 40s or 50s. Like this house was easily 80 years old. And there was wrestling characters on one part. There was some He-Man, but mostly there was like WCW, then there was WWF, and then there was different eras for each one. And then you also had a situation with belts.
Yeah, I had a lot of different wrestling things. I had to stay true to my roots.
Yeah, stay true to your roots.
If I was going to bring home a drunk college girl, I was going to have to show off who I am.
I think it helped seal the deal.
Oh, absolutely.
In this movie, they continue to have just over the top comedic moments, like accidentally you've turned the light on, the entire room catches on fire, the blender explodes, there's tiles shooting off the wall and ceramic tiles hitting Tom Hanks in the face. There's fire in the cabinet. They get to a point where the big comedic scene I was trying to talk about was the moment when they're set. They've got a full construction crew at their house. They've got the Hells Angels. They've come and tore everything apart. They've got piles of shit everywhere. And there's a moment where they wake up, they open their They open their cabinetry, and there's just construction workers right there. They take a shit. There's construction workers right there. They're taking a pee. There's construction workers right there. They're putting a bra on. She's putting her bra on. There's construction workers right there. And the moment Tom Hanks tries to help a guy, he's trying to go get a bucket of water because you have to go all the way down to the little peeing kid to go get your bucket of water and bring it all the way back up your ladder. This is right before they got stairs. And, they didn't have stairs for a while. Not everyone is blessed with stairs. There's so many moments where Tom Hanks just, he's not really hurt, but you just love to watch him pretend to be hurt.
He's so good at it.
Yes, and there's moments where he's got his shirt entirely burnt, and you can see his nipples, just bare Tom Hanks 80s chest and nipples all over the place. And the turkey is done, just FYI. And he, the scene I'm talking about is he goes and he tries to get the water and he falls down. It's like this Rube Goldberg situation. It's worth just looking up online. You can just watch the big scene where he falls down. One thing leads to another. The chain cuts the wood disintegrates. This chain of events begins where the entire scaffolding falls off the side of the building, and then he ends up going downhill in a wheelbarrow into the water and getting peed on by the kid. When was the first time you saw this?
I think shortly after it came out.
I remember, I think I saw it with my friend Steven. I think we saw it in the theater. Like, it was one of those like late afternoon things. You're like, yeah. It's got Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks, but it definitely, I think the only part I remember laughing at, like being 7 or 8, was when he is getting peed on. Because but later on, especially now, you can tell like it's more of it's made for an adult. It's not made for little kids. But like Splash, you can see how they can market that to little kids too.
Yeah, we'll talk about Splash.
Okay. Yeah, but you can see how they did market it to kids.
Well, that's another conversation.
So they do. There's a couple. Eventually, the lady that also works at she's a partial owner of a restaurant in Boston called Cheers, and then she also is at the Symphony in New York. We assume at Lincoln Center.
Yeah, she was Dr. Fraser Crane.
Yes, so she comes home, and the house is just shit. It's just shit everywhere, and she's pretty much had enough. She can't take any more of this shit. So she has a night alone. Sometimes ladies need time with themselves. At least that's what I'm told. You don't think they do need time alone? Is it a scam? So the next day, Tom Hanks is like, "Well, what do you just spend the night in? Did you go out to eat, or what'd you do?" And she decides to be honest, about 50% honest with him. He's like, "Oh, well, I went with the maestro. We ate dinner at this restaurant. It was good." And then he's like, "Well, did you sleep with him?" No, we didn't sleep with him. He's like, "I would like to think that I'm the kind of guy that if you did sleep with him, I'd be okay with that, or at least I'd be willing to understand your point of view." So he kind of does the chick thing to a certain degree.
Well, he's the chick.
Yeah, he's definitely the chick in this movie. He's like, no, just tell me. You don't have to tell me, but if you want to tell me, you can tell me. So she was eventually. Is that for the sugar gliders? Oh my God, Jesus! I'm looking at MH's apartment, and there is like a 7-foot. It looks like a cat tower, but it's
actually a cat condo.
A cat condo, but he adapted it for his sugar gliders.
Absolutely.
Oh well, you know what? It's his family. You love your family. You're gonna get everything you can for your family.
That's what I do.
But eventually, she wakes him up in the middle of the night, and she tells him the truth that she slept. As far as she knows, she slept with the maestro.
He's a creep.
He's like, when they woke up that morning. This is prior to her being honest with Tom Hanks. He's like, "You just came in. You were drunk. You said you wanted to go away with me. You wanted to do this and this with the apartment. You wanted to live here with me." It's like he plays a super awesome, trashy Eurotrash piece of shit. I guess another big part of the movie that I did want to hit on is like it looked like it seemed like carnival people. We talking about there was Hell's Angels there, but it seemed like carny / independent wrestlers / circus folk all came in to tear down their house, to strip everything away. Because I mean, that's where they needed to be, was to strip everything down. It was just so much fun seeing the terror in their face when they tore everything to hell.
Well, they did a great job of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So at this point, Tom Hanks has just realized that his wife. Hold on. At this point, you realize that his. Damn it.
Rerun
Homer.
Okay. Okay. At this point, he realizes his wife probably has feelings for the maestro, and that he has been a bitch this whole time, and he's been played. So, so you definitely think he's the woman in this film?
Oh, absolutely.
When you get to the moment, I mean, I guess the big parts that I definitely remember when I close my eyes and think of this is the toilet out of the tub falling, them being the big action scene, the big scene where he falls off of everything. We've got the ending when he puts the key, like the main construction worker, he comes in, the foreman who comes in, and you're to assume that they're like brothers. Like one of them does the estimates and another twin brother does the actual work, but he takes the key and he puts it like right there on the newel post for the new stairs, because it felt like if the stairs were just a metaphor for the entire relationship. The stairs are fixed, but are they really fixed? You know. So they get to that moment where they're like, well, we could split it, or we could sell the whole thing and make tons of money. Do we want to do that? And they don't. They decide to stay in love and be together forever. And you could tell that the Eurotrash guy, the maestro, is a definitely super piece of shit, because we get to the moment where they have their wedding. They get married at the house, of course, full 9 acres. Everyone, all the cast of characters are there, just being themselves. It's so much fun watching them just be giant, gross people. I love the construction workers. There's 3 or 4 scenes that are on YouTube. I mean, not that you shouldn't watch the whole movie, but if you want to just get your fix for Money Pit, just go on YouTube and watch the construction scenes. They're so much fun to watch.
Or just watch the whole damn movie.
Yeah. BT Dubs, the whole movie is on YouTube, the whole thing. Yeah, it's good. They've got the wedding, and the maestro plays at the wedding. He could tell he's making eyes at another lady at the wedding, and he is just a scumbag. You could tell he was going to leave her eventually anyway, just like and take her for granted. You know, he could take Shelley Long for granted. Oh, also my wife, this is one of her favorite 80s movies as well.
Oh.
Initially, when the movie first started, much like Goonies, much like Back to the Future and 3 O'Clock High, it was a Steven Spielberg's Presents.
Yes.
I thought that was kind of interesting that Spielberg first time him and Tom Hanks were together. And it just seems like this is, he's just, is diversify your portfolio. And another thing I thought was kind of cool was the very beginning. They've got the song here. I don't know who sings it, but I was like, this sounds just like the damn dude who does the Care Bear song. And you're like, I think this is the same freaking dude. I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure it's the same freaking dude. What do you? I mean, do you want to say anything about your favorite parts of the Money Pit?
I think you've covered all of my favorite.
At what point did you fall in love with Shelley Long?
When she kissed Sam on Cheers.
Is Sam your avatar on Cheers? Like you're going on a ride, that's who you wanted to be?
Yep.
I mean, it should be everybody's. Do you recommend Money Pit to everyone?
Hands down.
Hands down.
I think especially once you become a homeowner, because I spent $10,000 on my house. This is beside the regular home loan. I get a new furnace, working on floors, working on new garage doors. Friggin', it never ends. But I mean, that's just I mean, it's what comes with being a homeowner. You got to spend $5,000 on shit in your basement sometimes. I'm sorry, Clint.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I would definitely recommend it. I think you probably need to be 30 to really get it. I mean, you maybe be a homeowner. I mean, like if you need to have some life, you know, and you don't, some of the jokes, I think they appeal to people who've had more miles on them.
Yeah, you need to experience everything it has to offer.
Especially the cast of characters, like all the B-level people. Joe Mantegna, who's really, he's just looking for some nice wool. You know, it's not his fault. Super Cub fan. Just pretty awesome. Yeah, later on I'll play Fat Tony on The Simpsons, but right now I need to play a scumbag who drives is it Fiero? Is that what he was driving? It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so awesome. Well, I think that wraps up our review of Money Pit. I did want to mention Vacation with Ed Helms. Are you excited to see this? You going to see this?
Tucker filming on Saturday.
Okay. I've heard mixed reviews. I think if you like that kind of humor, you'll like it, and if you don't, you don't. I mean, it feels like, especially with comedy, like everyone has a different sense of humor, and some people they've come out and said they didn't like it. I'm like, well, what do you really expect? I mean, there's gonna be dick and fart jokes. You saw them in the trailer. I mean, what do you want? I mean, it's not like the original. It's so I don't know. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I like it. We'll see.
Me too.
This movie was based off another a Cary Grant movie that came out in the 30s, but also this movie it's also been remade as a Swedish movie and as an Ice Cube movie. Are we done yet? Also, another movie comes out in another week or two, Straight Outta Compton. Are you gonna go see that, Glenn? Late 80s, early 90s rap group about NWA.
I will be downloading that.
You know what? I'm sure 1988 Ice Cube would be down with that, but 2015 Ice Cube would not be down with that.
Hey, I'm there for easy.
Easy, man. Everyone says it's awesome. I think it did I think it's done the circuit for all the festivals, and everyone says it's pretty awesome. So I'm excited to see it.
Well, it's been awesome.
Thank you, Michael.
Well, I had a good time. It's mid-8th inning. Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Okay. I did want to thank all the people contributing on YouTube, on FaceSpace, and if you do want some freaking stickers, I've got 100 stickers, and Glenn, whenever I see you next, you'll get 100 stickers. So, just send us your address at hosts@theawesome80s.com. We will freaking send them to you. I've got stamps, I've got envelopes, and I got stickers in my hands. So thanks again for listening, everybody. This is Michael. Stay awesome.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Let's get out of here! Like now!
Oh, Mr. Hyde. Au revoir! Au revoir, Pee-wee! Au revoir, Simone!
Yep. I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
It's Miller time. Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.